Alright. Hi, hello. Don't have an intro yet. Working on it. Um, well, I was going to do a bit of a update sort of thing to just to give you the rundown of what's going to go on for this channel from now on. Like, I've got some personal stuff. I've got some big plans. I've got some other stuff prepared. So, what are my plans? So, I've wanted to start a couple newer sort of series that I go through. Like, I either play some, or I'll do let's plays of like newer games and some older games. Like, you know what I mean? It's sort of an idea that I want to take for this channel, even though it's not the reason I kind of started it. I started this channel mainly to do stupid sort of stuff with my friends and all that, hoping that, like, it could become a sort of thing. I started this channel when I was still in school. You could probably tell by my first videos, they weren't very like high quality. They weren't over the top, but it was like my first time editing for myself, just putting out what I could. But I really want to start like a full-on Let's Play, and with the recent release of Metroid Prime Remastered, I will be doing a series on it in due time. I've got another video planned coming out probably maybe a couple weeks or so after this one. But yeah, it's not a major sort of mindset for me, since I wanted to actually be like some other YouTubers that blew up through like Discord sort of stuff. Not to put names out there, but I find that stuff kind of funny, very funny, to be honest. Me and my friends absolutely love it. And I'm not saying I want to fully be like those people, but it's a good option to have. Gives you a sense of insight into what reality is for like, not reality, but the sense of humor that me and my friends sort of have. Yeah, it's sort of, I would probably say that would have been plan A for this channel, but it's kind of become a plan B at the moment. But yeah, growing up, I played games all my life. Something I'm dearly in love with, want to do, and I wouldn't say fully commit to, but express my expertise in some older games, newer games I haven't even heard of. Like, for example, like probably some sort of series on the PlayStation or Xbox that I might do, sort of like a bargain buy sort of thing, where it maybe like a couple bucks and I just review the game honestly and try and, you know, do stuff like that. But yeah, as I'm terribly playing Mario Kart 8, but yeah, stuff like that. I also want to do a series that I feel like would be more for the mature sort of audience. It's basically that I just, every time I die, I have a shot of something, alcohol. I would probably do a couple episodes in one sitting and then follow on sort of thing. But yeah, so that's my sort of plans for like series that I want to produce out for you guys, obviously, not for myself. It's not something that I actually thought of on my own. That's a lie. I did come up with like a concept of it on my own, but it was just that it wasn't the step I originally had for this channel. As I said before, it was sort of, you know, just something that popped into my mind, something I really wanted to do, but was not afraid to do it, but just, you know, something that just came up that I, you know, want to do, want to love doing. But yeah. So, the names of these series. For my retro replays, or my retro gameplays, I would probably call it Retro Replay. That's what I came up with in my head. I don't know if there's somebody else has already taken the name or not. If so, I will change it accordingly to something that's suitable, but still, you know, sounds cool. And for my mature sort of, I wouldn't say content, I would just say for my mature Let's Plays, it would be called Respawn, which is the concept of every time I die, I would take a shot, as I was saying before. But yeah, so that's my plans for this channel. I am in a situation where I can only record on Saturdays and Sundays at this point, for personal reasons. See, I say personal, I mean like YouTube was like a second sort of thing to me, really. In school I really wanted to do this full time, but like the start was pretty unethical, because now these days it takes a lot to, you know, get going. You gotta stay with the trends, you gotta do all that. Yeah, it's a bit, you know, one-sided, but I'm happy to just fit in, happy to just hang around, do what I can, provide content for you people. It's sort of a way for me to connect with you as well, letting me know what series you want to see, what do you want me to do, have a concept, shout it out. I'm happy to take suggestions. I'm not someone that just goes off his own accord and just does his own thing. I'm willing to, you know, put myself on the line for your ideas, your content ideas. But yeah, I have, I don't know if I've released them, but I have some hidden content, I would say, of of a couple games, really, that came out on the, or I have a video of a game that came out on the GameCube. Yeah. Yeah. That's the easy way to put it. So, I haven't released it just because I don't think... I'm not saying necessarily it won't do well, but I just think that, like, it's something that I could take a little bit more pride in, re-record, do something else. But yeah, to be honest, I hate rambling on about one topic for so long. It just seems unethical for me and you, because it puts a lot of self-doubt in my mind to keep up with, like, a lot of your guys's, like, watch sort of stuff. Like, I can't push content out every day. I can do my best, even if it's in the form of shorts, do something like that. But yeah, and as on the topic of, like, shorts and whatnot, since they're vertical based, I have a plan of recording some gameplay from, like, my phone sort of thing. Like, I play... My friend Tux, who who's been on the channel before, he got me into, like, watching Dragon Ball, getting into it, watching anime in general, and he got me into this game called Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, which came out in 2015 on iOS and Android, in both global and Japan. So, and since Dokkan is coming up on its 8th anniversary for global in July, it's already out in Japan, but yeah, in July, I plan to record probably a summoning video for both banners, both units, for part 1 and part 2. Then I might do a little bit of a showcase on them, just a general rundown sort of thing. But yeah, so that's enough about content wise. I'm just, well, onto the personal sort of stuff. Well, let me get into another race here first before I go on. At the moment, I'm working full time. As I said, I'll probably only be able to record on Saturdays and Sundays when I have my time off. But yeah, it's sort of like a normal sort of thing for me. Just trying to, support myself in a time where, stuff happens, you can't really control it, and going on for, I don't know how long. Like, I'm trying to support my, gaming / YouTube style, in a sense that, like, my next probably investment would probably be a mic arm or a green screen, and then I might turn face cam on for a couple videos, even though, face reveals these days are, like, really whack. I mean, just look at Dream, for example. But yeah, it was a thing I had kind of planned to to do it maybe like a milestone, maybe like 500, 100 sort of subs, but I feel like it's a good habit to get into, because you get to see my facial expressions. You'll probably get to see my excitement when I play a game. But yeah, it's sort of a good thing for probably you and me, because I feel like I would enjoy it more, and you might as well, sort of as, you know, content creator to viewer sort of relationship, as I was speaking of before. But yeah, but I might, in saying that, I will also be doing reactions. I don't know if I should start a second channel for sort of reactions, or turn this one into a reaction channel and have like a second gaming channel. But yeah, let me know if you have an idea like that, if I should keep this channel for both or one or the other, either gaming or reaction, because there's a lot of good like events sort of thing coming up. Like we've got E3 coming up, we got all that sort of stuff. I mean, like, what was it, what's today, on the 9th of February we had a Nintendo Direct, sorry, can't speak English, which had a lot of good reveals in it. It had the new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer, if you can call it that, reinstating the release date and all that. And then looking at Twitter, maybe a couple hours after, they revealed a collector's edition, which, you know, I had to get as soon as I could, which I did. But yeah, so as well as all reactions and stuff, I will probably be doing unboxings of like collector's editions, stuff that I find interesting, like the secret video that I was saying that is coming up after this one probably, is my new phone unboxing. I got an iPhone 14 Pro Max about a week ago now, and I've decided I wanted to do like a month review on it, in which I use the new phone for a month and have like a bit of a comparison to what my old phone was, which is an 11 Pro Max, which is quite a significance, I would say. Just a little sneak peek, it's quite a significance. But yeah, so I have a lot of plans for this channel coming up over the next, I don't know how long. To be real, I don't know how long. I'm probably planning to do my schedule, have a release schedule of maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then record maybe on Saturday, record a couple videos on Saturday and edit on Sunday and maybe Monday, just to, you know, keep up with the schedule. But if I do fail to upload, don't worry, a video will be in the works. It might be a longer video. That was a skillful play there. It may be a longer video, but it might all depend if I have time or not, because I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying that this is like a part-time thing for me, but it is, but it's not. It makes it very difficult, but it's understandable in my mind that it may not be understandable to you, but it's understandable to me that if I can't get a video out in my schedule, I'll make up for it maybe doing 2 videos in one day, or I don't know, maybe a video and a short on one day, giving a little sneak peek into like a future video that may be a bit longer, in a sense, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm in the middle of redesigning my room at the moment. It's basic. All I can say, it's pretty basic. I've got my PC, which I'm recording on. I've got all my gaming stuff to my right. I want to get like a proper setup in which I'll have a second monitor. I'll have my mic arm, my, green screen. Yeah. I'm still living with my parents. Even though I'm 18, it's pretty hard in today's society to find a suitable place to either rent or own, to as, not to make excuses, but for a country like Australia that I'm living in, it's a bit hard on the housing crisis at the moment. Not to be political or anything, it's just that a lot of people are trying to sell high because others need houses, in which they buy high, and then you got high interest rates coming on the next month or maybe a couple of weeks, which will push a few of them out just because they can't afford to live in an area anymore, because they spend maybe 1.2 mil on a house, just for a preferred location, and it's not working out, sort of thing, in their favour. But I feel like it kind of works in sort of my favour a little bit, as it gives the economy, houses, government, to figure out what the excuse my language, but figure out what the fuck they're doing, and then go from there. I hate rambling on about like political sort of shit. Excuse my language again, if you could hear that. It's sort of not like a topic I want to touch, because you can get a little bit of trouble for it. But it's the hard truth. So in saying that, it's a curse and a blessing. That's the easy way to put it. It's a curse and a blessing. I am not religious at all, but it's also a fact that it's also very hard to find something that you would want. Like for me, I would probably want a room just dedicated to like sort of this sort of stuff. I would put a bit of soundproofing in it so I can be as loud as I want. I would whoops I would have a bigger desk, have 2, maybe 3 monitors, have like a separate area if I want to do unboxings and stuff like that, and then just generally it makes everything look bigger. That's the best way to put it. It makes everything look bigger than it should be. Sorry, I'm just focusing because I can't see where I'm going. But yeah, It makes everything look bigger. It makes it feel more spacious. And overall, I think it would be a good idea to have like a sort of gaming room that has like a big TV, RGB, red, green, blue, RGB, fucking whatever you want to call it, lights everywhere. But yeah, it would be good about that, but you know, it's all a dream at this point. It's something you'd wish to own, but probably can't. But yeah, so that's about it for my little rant, as I don't think that was meant to happen. I think they're meant to have collision, I don't know. But yeah, it's good to have a little chat once in a while. I may put out some more of my older content, which would be like meme compilations, try not to laughs, stuff like that. I might also stream. Might start some stream stuff. But yeah. Come on. Blue shell. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I don't know if that's the last race. Cool. Perfectly timed. But yeah, thank you all. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be like maybe 15-20 minutes. Cutting out a little bit from the intro, little bits there, here and there, just because, you know, they're a bit quiet, transition sort of stuff. But yeah, thank you all, and I hope to see you next time.